Now, the whole concept of high school is pretty simple. It's a transition from primary or elementary school. You're still a young jit looking to learn, develop your character, make friends, and maybe find your true love. Explore and find your passions in preparations for your career and adulthood in the real world. And after your high school journey, you definitely remembered everything you learned. You made hella friends, had so much fun, and it will all be sunshines and rainbows. Well, I wish that was the case. In reality, high school is a place where you go through boring classes 8 hours a day, 5 times a week with strict teachers who rarely let you use the bathroom. And when they actually let you use the bathroom, you go, but then as soon as you enter that, you instantly regret it and immediately want to reverse back. Why? Because that junk is filled with toilet paper, candy wrappers, and trash all over the floor, piss in the sinks, dookie all over the walls, and it smells like dog water and expired Ice Spice music. So if you want to use a high school bathroom, it's best if you hold your breath as you don't want to catch a disease by smell. And we haven't even gotten to the worst parts, the actual toilet. This motherfucker was foul. Dookie and piss around the toilet seat. The toilet will be unflushed and there'll be drawings of wood everywhere in the toilet stall as the icing on the cake. The rare times where I had to take care of Dookie in the toilet, that's due to an emergency, my experience wouldn't be any better because of school bathroom menaces banging on the stall door like they're the FBI trying to arrest me or something. They'll be throwing wet toilet papers and just pulling any prank possible to make people taking a dump feel uncomfortable. And your store neighbor on the left is the school for giving up, and your store neighbor on the right is that boy going to Yordiland hotboxing the whole store. Then you got people knocking on your store door asking to use the toilet and they're saying, hurry up, I need to use the toilet, I need it. But you know damn well they don't want to use the toilet, they just want to skip class. And then when you get out the toilet store, you're working with school battles, barber sessions, and that one kid who pulls his trousers all the way down just to take a piss. Bro, you didn't have to do all of that. Music raves and random just breaking toilet equipment and the plugs just taking off the bathroom and turning it into their mini shop and a whole lot of other shenanigans. The possibilities are really endless. But how about the locker rooms where it also smells like armpit and stench mixed with links? It's also the place where PE or gym class students are unironically using their ties to fight with each other. You always got that one guy asking for spare equipment like football shoes or a PE kit because he left his one at home and he doesn't want to use the extra school PE kits. But I can't really blame him for not wanting to use the spare school PE kits because they be dirty as shit, I ain't gonna lie. And I wonder what a female locker room will be like. I haven't been to a female locker room because I ain't a creep unlike that questionable PE teacher. I bet it's just hot Tito girls and basic shorties just being loud or something. But hey, you girls that be in the locker rooms, you tell me how it is. And you can't leave any of your belongings unlocked because if you do and you didn't realize that you did, after PE class, your belongings, they gone for real. Some homeboy stole that. It'd be annoying, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Sometimes you could go to the locker room and it'll turn into a club as well. And boy, as chaotic as locker rooms are, you know it's the athlete's favorite room. And the worst part of a school locker room is them one motherfuckers who be sussing there. He just looks at everyone, shouts the same sus junk, and even worse, tries to touch the guys in the locker room. Like, bro, if you don't get your sus out away from you, like, do you realize that you're with 33 grown ass sweaty men? Like, bro, what is wrong with you, bro? Do that somewhere else. Do you get it? Let's forget Allah and move on to the actual meat and potatoes in school. The classes. Personally, I'm really slow with maths. I didn't like it anyways because how can you unironically understand whatever the hell this is? Pythagoras theorem, decimals, find x in this equation. Like, which entity is finding this easy? Or maybe my dumb eye really was just slow like that. Yes, I was the dumb kid. I was in set 8 in maths. Only the smart kids and the nerds will probably get this. Plus the junk will be boring as well. The only thing that would keep me entertained throughout a maths lesson was the class clown making some weird noises, busting jokes, and making a fool out of himself to make us all laugh. What a guy. But sometimes the class clown just overdoes the jokes to the point where no one is laughing and he turns to the actual definition of what he is, a clown. There's also that one hot chill lad girl saying stuff like, oh my god, period sis, you slay bestie, and this.
Don't drive this buzz. You can't mess me up. Let me roll. Zoom it.
And yes, the class menace, the embodiment of black Air Force activity. He disrespects the teachers. She is the boxer, and when he is angry, he wouldn't hesitate to finish you if you get in his way. Nothing will stop him and her. The reason why all of these stuff happen in class is because this teacher can't even control the class due to him not liking his job. He's just there to get his hours in and get paid. He's typically old and he has been a teacher for 40 years and he's just tired of it now. Maybe his wife broke up with him, I don't know, and I don't care, to be honest. If you don't want to teach, just resign and leave. Like, why do you have to make the class also sad as well? Like, you're just making it worse for class as well. And also, why do you always got that one teacher putting your bum in his face? Like, damn, get that shit away from me. You don't have to do all of that, bruh. Just bending over, just putting your bum in other people's faces. Like, what's going on with you? But hey, a class is not a class without that fine teacher. Like, hey, you know that's young substitute, little shoddy teacher whose presence just makes you want to do all the work and more. You know what I mean? Because of that teacher will be the best class, no cap. And at lunch, we have the roast battles, and that'll be the highlight of the lunch. Not the food, by the way. But hey man, school's not school without a playground where you can play football. Not soccer, basketball, and sometimes tag. In my school, when you're playing football, you always got that one elder in the astroturf lurking to take the youngest ball and then maybe kicking it straight to space, thinking that he was cool with that. Like, boss man, why are you even doing that? Like, what's wrong with you? Bro, you're such a bozo, bro. Why picking on the youngest for taking their ball when they're playing it? Like, stop disturbing them and let them play with their ball. Like, you think you're cool with that? Konyashi, man. When you're playing friendly football at recess or lab, you always got that one tryhard who plays it like it's the World Cup finals. Same with basketball as well. And you got the opposites, the one who just doesn't try or just completely trash at the game. There's also a type of kid similar to him, the loner. He's just that one antisocial kid who's sitting in the benches by himself because he or she is too shy to talk at anyone, but deep down he or she wants someone to approach and start a conversation with him or her, or they just generally hate being around people and they just want to be alone. And if you look at the other side of the playground, you see those TikTok girls making some cringy art TikTok dances, but the Discord mods and the Redditors just eat it all up, which enticed them to do more of that. And you got that plug at the corner of the playground selling whatever he's selling. And let's not forget the Andrew Tate wannabes. I am the top G header. They always leave space under each sentence they're texting. They probably bought Hustlers University and they speak like the main character in like a James Cameron action movie or something. They typically dislike girls and they do whatever they can just to try to become a low budget McDonald's Andrew Tate, bro. It was so annoying. Like, shut your ass up. In terms of assemblies, I could make a whole video on it, so I'll just touch on the fact that when a teacher is saying something to the whole school year in an assembly, there's always that one guy who farts silently at the assembly, but you never know who actually is guilty of doing it. That person who's guilty will merge himself with everyone shouting, "Who farted? It smells like cockroach, little pump, and grasshoppers dancing off this mug." At this point, you need a Sharingan or Byakugan to detect that boy who done it. The worst part is that someone innocent might get blamed for it. It's literally a raid game. And there's always that one kid who gets sent out of the assembly because he wants to do something crazy. Then he ends up arguing with the teacher while the whole assembly filled with over 100 students can hear him. Homie, I can't even lie to you. You're embarrassing yourself. So
stop it. Get some help.
Then the only thing that you see in the hallways are all the NPCs spawning out like GTA 6 character leaks or something. Computer code's not working. But I think I'm done talking enough. Channel membership and a Patreon in which you can directly support the channel. Click the join button. Join the Patreon. All links